Hello and welcome to today's lesson from Soflex Math. Today we're going to be working on mixed numbers divided by mixed numbers. So we're building on all these different types of fractions and using some of the previous ideas or rules, and we're going to use some of those again. So our first job this time is going to be to turn both of these mixed numbers into improper fractions before we even start. So let's go ahead and do that. So 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. So we're going to write this as 9/4. We're going to keep it as divided by for right now until we rewrite our entire problem, because we need to switch the second number as well. So 6 times 1 is 6 plus 1 is 7/6. So we have to rewrite them as improper fractions, and now our next step is going to be to leave your first number the same, change the sign to multiply, and then we're going to switch our second number and make that 6/7, or use the reciprocal. Alright, now we're going to multiply through, but we're going to see, hey, I see something that we can simplify. The 6 and the 4, we can divide both those by 2. So I'm going to make this one a 3, and we'll make the 4 divided by 2 a 2. Just a little easier to work with now. So 9 times 3 is 27. 7 times 2 is 14. And then we ask ourselves, how many 14s can fit into 27? We would say 1. So 1 times 14 is 14. So 27 minus 14 is 13. So our final answer for this one is 1 and 13/14. All right, let's take a look at another example. All right, think about the steps before I start. So change them to improper fractions, change the sign to multiply, use the reciprocal on the second number, simplify if you can, and then multiply across the top and bottom, and then change your final improper fraction answer to a mixed number. Alright, so let's walk through it now. Let's see this in action. So our first number is 9/1/3. So 3 times 9 plus 1 is going to get us to 28/3. Remember, we're just rewriting it the first time. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 3 is 23/5. Okay? Rewrite it one more time. First number stays the same, changing our sign and using the reciprocal on the second number. Alright, so now we look and see, do we have anything that we can cross out or cancel out? No, we do not. So now we have a little bit of bigger problems. So we're going to do 23 times 3 and 28 times 5. So let's work on our numerator first. 5 times 8 is 40. Put down the 0, carry the 4. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 4. So we have 140 as our numerator. Then we're going to do 23 times 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. Alright, so now we have our division problem set up. So how many 69s can go into 140? Alright, so we're going to have a big denominator here. We're going to have how many 69s can go into 140. So I know that 70 plus 70 is 140, so 2 of the 69s can definitely go into 140. And then we're going to have 2 left over. Alright, and let's look at the way this looks in terms of the actual division problem. So this was kind of the mental math way, and then we'll look at it the regular way. So once again, we said 2. So 2 times 9 is 8. Remember, it was 18, so carry the 1. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Subtract, and we get a remainder 2. So we have 2 numerator, or remainder 2, divisor denominator 69. Alright. Okay, one last problem here for mixed number divided by mixed number. So with our third example, like I said, feel free to pause the video, try this one on your own, and then check your work as I go through the answer. So I'll give you a second to pause. Okay, we're going to continue on. So let's go ahead, turn these both into improper fractions. 4 times 6, 24, plus 3 is 27. Denominator stays the same. We're keeping our division sign for right now just because we're switching our mixed numbers to improper fractions. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Denominator stays the same. Okay? Now, what we have to make sure we see something, oh, we can simplify this. No, you cannot simplify until you do the reciprocal, and then you see if there's anything you can do. So what do I mean by that? We have to rewrite it as our problem that we're actually going to solve, which is going to be a multiplication problem. And once we get it all set up like this, then, not until here, so until you get below there, you can't do any cross-canceling or simplifying, because that'll change the answer. Because if you crossed out the 4 and the 8 here, you're going to get a different answer. All right, but let's go ahead and see. The bottom is mental math, so that's one of your facts. 8 times 4. Okay, 27 times 7. So 7 times 7 is 49. So let's put down the 9. Carry our 4. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 4 is 18. Okay, I'm going to set up my little division problem up here. And remember, I can already put my denominator. It's going to stay the same, or the divisor. Let's work through this. So how many 32s can go into 18? None. So how many 32s can go into 189? That's what we're thinking right now. So we're probably thinking, I'm just going to take a guess and check. I'm going to say there's about 5. So let's go ahead and put a 5 up here. 5 times 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 5 times 3, 15, plus 1 is 16. We're going to go ahead and subtract. We get a 9, and we get a 2. So we're going to have a remainder of 29. So our answer is going to be the big number 5, whole number 5, remainder 29, divisor 32. So there's our final answer. All right, so great job working through this division unit. We're going to do a couple word problems next in our next lesson. Go ahead and ask questions if you need to, review videos if you need to, and we'll continue on with our mastery course. So thanks again for watching Soflex Math.